you must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
Good evening, good morning. Welcome to the program today. This is the 21st day of May 2023, and we have come again to continue the Biafra Liberation Awareness. This evening, we are going to be addressing two issues. One is the involvement of Ike Ekweremadu, Ifeanyi Okowa, Chris Ngige, and many others in the organ harvesting in Biafra land, especially the military killing our people and our young men and our young women in collaboration with the terrorist Fulanis, and they kill our people, dump their body in their military morgue in different parts of Biafra land and harvesting their organ. And of course, this particular allegation, which has become a fact, our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has hammered on this particular issue for a very long time. But people did not understand what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was saying. So today, as we are moving forward, we have come across a very important revelation by one who were involved in this particular discussion of organ harvesting, which is against every norms and against international law. And then the second thing we are going to be discussing today is also the attack in a community in Enugu State. For those who are now dancing to the tone of the Nigeria government and the politicians in the name of fighting Simon Ekpa or fighting Biafra, I want to show to you today what has befall a community in Enugu State. The Fulani terrorist has invaded one community in Enugu and butchered many people. And you are going to have the privilege to see the video and watch the video this evening on this broadcast. So some of you that are streaming this broadcast live, please, during the time that I'm going to share this video of the atrocities that happened today in Enugu State, where the Fulani, in collaboration with Nigeria Army, Nigeria military and security agencies, slaughtered our people in Enugu State. I am personally heartbroken seeing those videos, but that is going to serve as a warning to those who think that they are safe in Nigeria, and all you do is to fight against the Eastern Security Network, thinking that the peanuts that you get from your local politicians are going to save you when these people come with their machete and with their guns. You are not safe. Your only security today is the Eastern Security Network, Biafra Liberation Army, and the liberation of the Biafra people. If you think that Nigeria is for you, what happens to these people today may be awaiting you and your community in future. We don't pray for that. So I want every one of you to welcome to the program today after a very long break of not having a live broadcast. We are starting again, and hopefully the time will permit us to continue to create awareness. We have made a very tremendous success in the liberation of Biafra, and it is not the thing that is underground. And then also I continue to have the allergy to the dust and the trees and all that, so my voice is not yet very clear and very sound, but my nose is still bleeding somehow. My nose is blocked somehow, so my voice is going to be sounding one kind today. Otherwise, I am very strong and sound. Thank you very much. Those of you watching through the Twitter, we are going to urge you to join us on Enter Biafra. The Enter Biafra live broadcasting app, the new app of the Enter Biafra, the new innovation, will be available very soon, and we urge you to download it immediately it is available, so that you are going to be up to date of whatever that is happening in the Biafra liberation. I told you people that from the 29th of this month is going to be very interesting, the phase we are entering today. I want to use this opportunity to inform the Biafra people that the progress we have made so far is record-breaking. Having constituted the Biafra Republic government in exile, having activated most of the department, I want to inform Biafra people today that the next phase is the activation of the real de facto government of Biafra in the homeland. The activation of the Biafra de facto government in the homeland will take place in the next few weeks. If you found yourself to be part of the cabinet of the de facto government of Biafra in the homeland, it is a privilege given to you. Do not abuse it. For those who are in a hurry to see action on ground, all I require from you is your loyalty, follow directives, and you will find yourself, while you will be sleeping in Nigeria, you are going to wake up in Biafra one morning. This is a hint that I have given to Biafra people, and follow us just calmly and see how God will do the miracle for the Biafra liberation from Nigeria. Today, we have created the highest awareness in the global stage. America, Biafra is being discussed in the highest place. In Europe, Biafra is being discussed in the highest place. In Asia, Biafra is being discussed in the highest place. And it is the awareness that we have created within a short period of time. I want to inform Biafrans that the difference between now and before is that the 100 men and women that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was looking for gathered under the autopiloted IPOB and the Biafra government in exile. With a little resources, we have been able to move mountain. I want to inform you today, we are not paying any lobbies firm. We are not paying any lobby in the United States, but Biafra is being discussed in the highest places in the United States without any payment to lobby. The reason is because the 100 men has gathered under the Biafra Republic government in exile. I want to inform you today that the UN, Biafra and Nigeria is being discussed. We are not paying any lobbyist firm to lobby for Biafra at the United Nations. But as a result of the 100 men that have gathered under the Biafra Republic government in exile, we are able to break the doors. And today, we have been able to do what the lobbyists have not done for decades. Because while they were paying the lobbyists, they have saboteurs and sabotage. And most of those people were scammed. Today, we are achieving with just little resource that's available to us. I want to inform you that we are activating the liaison offices of the Biafra Republic government in exile across the globe with little or nothing at all in those states and countries where these liaison offices is being opened. Because Biafra Republic government in exile, we have gathered more than 100 men that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was searching for. You may be part of those 100 men, but something is holding you back. I want you to understand that the door is still open. At a point, it will be open with a condition. And the condition will not be something you are not going to meet. But then, the door will be open for you with a condition. So we are still asking all of you who are still standing on the fence, waiting to see something to happen, for you to know how serious we are before you can join to support financially this liberation movement. I do not know what else you are waiting for. I do not know whether it is when we declare Biafra, you are going to come up and say you want to support Biafra. No. If you want to support Biafra, if you want to be part of your freedom today, you don't have to wait until the declaration or the re-declaration of Biafra. You have to support Biafra liberation right now. And for those of you in the United States, and you are a business owner, and you reside in the United States, I want to inform you this evening that the United States has approved the Form 501c for you, the business owner, that when you make a donation to support the Biafra Liberation Movement, you are going to have a tax return deductible on your donation to the movement. Having announced this, I would want to ask those of you in Twitter, watching on Twitter for the second time, to join us on Enter Biafra Channel 2. The link to join this program is there on our Twitter page, because we are going to switch off the Twitter live broadcast and go into our analysis. Thank you very much, and see you on Enter Biafra Channel 2. And we go on commercial, and we're going to stop you from watching on Twitter. Thank you.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
All right, you're welcome back. Now we are going to start the analysis and exposition of those how Ekweremadu and his group become responsible for the organ harvest criminalities in Biafra land today. The reason the military have found it to be a business to kill our people, harvest their organs, and put in their fridge, in different fridge in their barracks. I want to analyze a shocking video, a shocking confession of a man who was involved in the discussion of this particular organ harvesting crime. Now you may be asking yourself this particular question: why is it so important that Ike Ekweremadu, Chris Ngige, and every other senators in the 8th Assembly focused on enacting a law that has to do with organ harvesting? Now I want everyone to listen.
This was a trick, and we know for sure that this was headed by an international organ trafficking cartel. They funded the National Assembly of some people estimate to the tune of 6.
International Organ Harvesting Syndicate. Let us listen to it again.
This was a trick, and we know for sure that this was headed by an international organ trafficking cartel.
What Ekweremadu and his group did was being sponsored by an international organ trafficking cartel. Now you understand when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was shouting a few years ago about the organ harvesting of our children, our young men and women. Some of you never understood why he was shouting. I want everybody to listen to today and listen to Ike Ekweremadu, Grace Ngige, and the current governor of Delta State, Ifeanyi Okowa's involvement in this international organized crime.
They funded the National Assembly of some people estimate to the tune of 6.2 billion US dollars.
They funded the National Assembly, they funded some people. When they say some people, I've just mentioned Ike Ekweremadu is part of those that received the fund. Chris Ngige is part of those that received the fund. Ifeanyi Okowa, the current governor of Delta State, is part of those that received the fund. Today, Ike Ekweremadu is paying the price. I want you people to watch.
They also bought all the Nigerian federal government hospitals at the cost of 3.2 billion US dollars. They even offered to buy all the Catholic hospitals.
They bought Nigeria hospitals, of course, the government one, with $3.2 billion. Why? It is not about buying the hospital, but buying the integrity of the hospital, so that in those hospitals, many organ trafficking crimes will be taking place, and the hospital officials will be directly involved. And that has been going on in Nigeria, especially in Biafra land. These are the people that you voted into power. Do you see the reason why we say, apart from every other crimes they have committed against the people that voted them into power, on the 29th of this month, we are giving every criminals, every corrupt politicians, from the governors to the senators to the House of Representative members, we are going to vote of no confidence on them on the 29th of this month. And we are expecting Biafrans to turn out to support the Biafra Republic Government in Exile cabinet, because the cabinet are going to be active and the part of the voting of this particular vote of no confidence. So it's expected that Biafrans, people who have access to internet or have access to Zoom, can log into the Zoom meeting and participate in voting for the record purpose. We have conducted online voting, and online voting is still ongoing. So it will last for 7 days. The 7 days is going to expire very soon. I want you people to listen to the reason why we must get Biafra and make sure we bring back decency in our society. We bring back human dignity in our society. The respect to human life and the right of people to live is what we are fighting for. We are fighting to get a sane society where laws will be respected and laws will become the foundation of our society. I want everyone to listen to how they were involved in bringing this kind of insecurity, killings, and maiming you see in Biafra land today.
For $2 billion, but the bishops refused that. So this is a way. They also bought all the Nigerian federal government hospitals at the cost of 3.2 billion US dollars. They even offered to buy all the Catholic hospitals for $2 billion, but the bishops refused that. So this is a well-organized cartel who are actually moving into Nigeria in order to actually buy up, or they have already paid an advance on all our organs. Anybody in the Federal Republic of Nigeria has no entitlement to their organs as it stands today with the law. And we know this for sure, that these are billionaires from the United States who funded this organ trafficking cartel to take the organs of Nigerians.
Billionaires from the United States has funded this particular organ trafficking syndicates and criminals in Nigeria. No wonder all these things happening, the Secretary of the United States, Anthony Blinken, will be talking from both sides of his mouth. Tomorrow, he gives sanctions to those who participated in bringing another drug cartel into the, bringing in another drug cartel in the name of president. And then, on the other hand, he is calling the drug lord, congratulating him for job well done for becoming a Nigeria president, and then also promising to strengthen the ties between Nigeria and America, and at the same time placing a visa ban on those who facilitated his becoming a president. So I do not know what kind of double standard is that. So the interest of this, their counterpart in America, who only thing they do is how to used black people, our people in Africa, as slaves. And today, it is no longer about slave, it's about organ harvesting. And I'm not saying it. I'm just saying it from a man. This man you are watching here was part of the meeting that brought these particular atrocities into our land. So it is not, he is not giving this testimony as hearsay. He was part and parcel of the meeting and listening to how he confronted them during this meeting.
Now, my colleague AGK had asked whether I was there when this cartel made the negotiation. The answer is yes, I was physically present in a deliberation. We were called as leaders of the private health sector to the headquarters of General Electric, the biggest company in the world, the leading medical company in the world. I was representing the Catholic Medical Practitioners of Nigeria.
He was there live. He did not hear say. He was part of it as the Catholic medical professional or whatever representing Nigeria. He was part of this meeting. I want everybody to listen because all these atrocities, they are not hidden. They will come out one day. And this is one of them.
And the Association of General and Private Medical Practitioners of Nigeria as the committee chairman of the National Health Act. And presiding over this National Health Act public hearing was Senator Ike Ekweremadu, who was then the Deputy Senate President. And
let me comment there. Who did you say was presiding?
Well, Senator Ike Ekweremadu, he was the presiding senator for the bill public hearing. And the sponsor, the chief sponsor was Ifeanyi Okowa, now governor, but then Senator Ifeanyi Okowa.
Are you hearing that? The person who was presiding over this particular crime and the criminal syndicate and cartel is Ike Ekweremadu. Where is him today? He's serving prison in the United Kingdom for organ traffic. For organ trafficking. The same thing have landed him into prison in the United Kingdom. But you know, when we start to shout, some people out of their jealousy, out of their envy, they don't want to take what we are saying very seriously. Today, he is serving prison, 10 years imprisonment for organ trafficking. Exactly the same thing this guy or this man was warning Ike Ekweremadu when they were ganging up to do this thing. And one thing about him is that he decided to catch the fish alive, bundle the fish from Nigeria to United Kingdom. So who knows how many people they have strangled, harvested their organ and transported it to wherever they are going. Ike Ekweremadu he didn't do it like that. He decided to carry the whole human being from Nigeria to the United Kingdom without due process.
And just sitting by his side was also the presiding senator for the bill public hearing. And the sponsor, the chief sponsor was Ifeanyi Okowa, now governor, but then Senator Ifeanyi Okowa. And just sitting by his side was also Dr. Chris Ngige, who was then a senator. So all of them were there. And I made this argument directly pointing out Section 48, that Section 48 makes an exemption that is impossible. You don't exempt, there is no situation in medicine where you can overrule or say the consent is waived. Consent is never waived. It could be transferred to the next of kin, but it's never waived in any situation. That is part of the Helsinki Declaration. So it's an international treaty. So we cannot make an exemption here in Nigeria. Then I also pointed out the loophole in Section 51. You cannot have the medical practitioner or the medical director of a hospital be the one to authorize that an organ is taken from someone to be given to another person. So it is wrong. You can't give what you don't have. That's a legal principle. Then I pointed out in section 53 that it is also when you say reasonable cost for reimbursement of reasonable payments. What does that mean? Is 10 million naira reasonable payment for kidney? Some people will tell you that too. So you actually legalized the sale of organs in section 53. Now, my colleague AGK had asked whether I was there when this cartel made the negotiation. The answer is yes, I was physically present in a deliberation. We were called as leaders of the private health sector to the headquarters of General Electric, the biggest company in the world, the leading medical company in the world. And we were told that Bill Gates offered them $2 billion to build 260 hospitals in Nigeria. So they want us to name our price so that we can be paid off, so we will leave the entire medical system, so that we will not be practicing medicine, we will not be practicing pharmacy, we will not be practicing laboratory science. In Nigeria, no Nigerian will be in the medical profession. And we should just name our price so we will be compensated for. We could
is the one that is funding all this. And this man is giving a testimony of something he was part of. It's not like somebody told him. He was part of the meeting. And of course, as somebody that is probably somehow upright, he confronted them that this was wrong. And today, Ike Ekweremadu is paying the price.
Why would anyone do a thing like that?
This was done. I was present. It's not somebody told me. I was physically present before the executives of a General Electric with a number of other Nigerians in the health sector, in pharmacy, in laboratory sciences, and there were executives of GE from their headquarters in New York. This is the first time it's happening in the history of humanity. Nothing like this has ever happened. And I warned Ike Ekweremadu before the Senate, and Nigerians there will bear me witness, and many of them still remember. I told Ike Ekweremadu before the entire public hearing that he will be the first victim of this law he's standing for.
Okay.
Before everybody. Senator Kowa can also bear me witness because he was there. And I told him, it now seems like a prophecy come true. And this was exactly what happened. That the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria sold the entire organs of the Nigerian people, even when they knew that.
Are you hearing that? That the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, when Ike Ekweremadu was a deputy Senate president, they sold the organs of all Nigerians. So if you are a Nigerian, what it means is that they have sold your organs. Now, by the time they take you out to London in order to harvest your organ, that is when the law that is more refined law will now take its course. And that is why when this boy went to London and the United Kingdom people begin to interview and interrogate him, why as Ike Ekweremadu and the Nigeria government who have sold your organs are asking the United Kingdom to release Ike Ekweremadu and free him because they know they have sold your organs. To them, Ekweremadu did not commit any crime because they have sold your organs. So if the guy has been killed in Enugu or in Lagos and the organ harvested and packaged and put into freezer, whatever they do it, and send it to the United Kingdom, everything will be fine. Nobody will hear about it today. And Ike Ekweremadu will still be bouncing. Many of them that you see today parading themselves as senators and governors have done it, and they are doing it. That is why our men continue to disappear. We continue to look for their body parts, and their body parts are missing. And this is the carnage, this is the sacrilege that these people that you voted into power has brought to our land. Our land needs cleansing. Our land needs spiritual and physical cleansing. The atrocity is too much. You can imagine where somebody has been found guilty in the United Kingdom. The entire Nigeria government is writing to United Kingdom to free the person, a criminal, a organ trafficking cartel, and the trafficker or a trafficking a leader of the traffic syndicate was sentenced to 10 years in prison. And what they do is to gather and write letter. Release him. Release him. He did not commit any crime. Because they have sold your own organ without you knowing it. So what it means is that anybody can butcher you in Nigeria so long as the person that is demanding your organ is a senator or a governor or have some kind of connection with the government. Nobody will ask for your whereabouts. That is why some of you are looking for your siblings today. You can't find them because they have killed them, harvested their organ. That is why some of the kidnappers will kidnap you and they will be prizing you. You will hear them, like those who escaped kidnapping, those who they have succeeded to kidnap and took them somewhere and they escaped. When you are hearing their story, that they are calling somebody, this one, are you going to buy this one? Are you going to buy that one? They are talking to people this man was referring to, Ike Ekweremadu and his group.
Compensated food. We couldn't believe
why would anyone do a thing like that?
This was done. I was present. It's not somebody told me. I was physically present before the executives of a General Electric with a number of other Nigerians in the health sector, in pharmacy, in laboratory sciences. And there were executives of GE from their headquarters in New York. This is the first time it's happening in the history of humanity. Nothing like this has ever happened. And I warned Ike Ekweremadu before the Senate, and Nigerians there will bear me witness, and many of them still remember. I told Ike Ekweremadu before the entire public hearing that he will be the first victim of this law he is standing for. Before everybody. Senator Kowa can also bear me witness because he was there. And I told him, it now seems like a prophecy come true. And this was exactly what happened. That the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria sold the entire organs of the Nigerian people, even when they knew that this was the situation. And that is very, very, very bad on us as a whole nation.
And when we are saying we want to be free, it is not only Biafra that is going to be free this year. A lot of nations will break. Nigeria is going to break into pieces. And we, the Biafra people, are going to make it possible. I am telling you now, it is not a hidden thing. It is going to happen this year. Those of you who are planning to have election in 2023, which is next month, you are going to fail. We will disappoint you and you will disappoint. All right, you're welcome back. Now we are going to the second section of this particular, the second session of this particular broadcast, where we are going to bring to you the video of how Fulani butchered some Biafrans today in Enugu State. Please, if you are not very strong enough, we are warning that you don't watch this video. And for those of you that are broadcasting this particular, streaming live this particular broadcast, so that your page and your page will not be blocked or deleted by this social media people, please just turn something else to your viewers. And if your viewers want to watch this particular session of this broadcast, they have to log into Enter Biafra right now. I'm going to give them like 2 minutes more to give them the opportunity to log into Enter Biafra if they want to watch this. But we go on commercial, and then after that, we are going to start streaming the videos and explaining what has happened how the Fulani has attacked the community in Enugu State today.
Sonny, are you there?
And why
are you going to switch
we
off?
must support Eastern Security Network.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we're making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
Akbarawa, Sonny, are you there?
Going to bring state.
Assalamu alaikum. What is Nnamdi Kanu still doing in the DSF's custody? An order has been given from the court to the government that Nnamdi Kanu should be returned back to Kenya and he should be compensated with a sum of 500 million naira, but he is still in their custody. Why? Why? Has Nigeria gotten to a level that we don't have laws any longer? We don't abide by the rules and regulations given to us? If we are to break these rules, oh, what a pity to us. But now, it's for the government to do what is right, but they are not. Instead, discrimination, tribalism, ethnicity has become the order of the day for them. And I don't know what they are putting in the minds of the Southeast and the Northerners. Because we the Northerners are the ones being affected. Why? Because the people ruling us are from the North. I blame them. See, there is no way I will blame the Southeast if they think of having their own nation, with the way things are going, with the way our governments are taking things in on serious. Let me say it that way. If you are making us look, I never for once loved the Southeast. The only thing I had for them then was hatred, but I came to realize that this is not how it's supposed to be. Then let the government do what is right. If an order has been given, a order is an order. Let's abide, let's go by that order. Not bringing in discrimination, bringing our tribalism into our mind. Oh, come on. That is not what we are out for. And that is why we will keep fighting till what we are looking for is achieved. Please, this man should be returned back to Kenya because he was kidnapped to this place. If I was being kidnapped, I would not be happy about it too. Let me be realistic and let me be sincere about it. Please, my viewers, share this video. Let it go viral so that all citizens, all masses of this country will see it, because Nigeria is no longer a lawful state or a lawful country any longer. We have rules and regulations. Let's go by that. Let's abide by it. An order is an order, like I said. And we, the Northerners, we want to be our brother's keeper. We don't want the Southeast to see us as if we are the enemies. Also, so let the government do what is appropriate. Please and please share this video so it go viral.
All right. I think none of the video is playing. None of the video is playing, so I need to do something to see that the video plays. So one moment, please. One moment. All right. Here we go.
Mazugo, hope we are blocking this chat, this video. Sonny.
All right, I want everyone to watch what happened today in Enugu State. This is what happened today in Enugu. That is number one video.
Community, you can see a man lying down on the mats. The man is from my community. He was gone down today in his farm early this morning by Fulani herdsmen. So I traveled to my village this morning, and this is what I find out. There are two. Very soon, I will strong to get to the second person. So Nigeria terrorists gunned him down in his farm early this morning. So, children of God, Biafrans, you can see what we are passing through in our land. You are watching this video from Iga community, live and direct. Ụmụ Chineke, ihe a bụ ihe anyị hụrụ n'ụtụtụ a. Ihe a bụ ihe anyị hụrụ n'ụtụtụ a. So, ndị jere ugbo, ụmụnna anyị jere ugbo ebe ha na-akọ ọrụ ka ndị herdsmen kpọrọ egbe jekwuru ha wee gbagbuo 2 persons. So the second person very soon ga-erukwa ebe ọ nọ. So unu ike hụ the video. Thank you all.
So they went to where they are farming and they killed all of them. Why other people will be shouting for one Nigeria, people are getting killed. Those people you claim you voted into power, they have nothing to offer to you. All they have to offer to you is death. This is exactly what is going on now in that community. And of course, nobody will talk.
Direct from the community. So this video you are watching is from Iga community. I traveled to there this morning. So immediately I arrived there, I have a call that Fulani herdsmen have gone to person down his farm. So this person you are seeing is the second person, as I have told you before, that I will soon reach to the second person's side. This person, in name of Mazi Michael, he was gunned down early morning in his farm today by herdsmen. So children of Chukwu Okabiama, you have seen what we are passing through in our land. You have seen what we are passing through in our land. Early morning, without eating anything, he was in his farm farming. So the herdsmen went there and got them down. So share this video, share this video. We should try this video to reach our Prime Minister to see what we are passing through. Share it all over the world. So this is the reason why we are fighting for our freedom to get Biafra. When we have Biafra, this kind of thing can never happen in our land. This is the reason we are fighting for our freedom. Mike was gone down today. He was gone down today. It's very, very painful. Community, you can see a man lying down on the mats. The man is from my community. He was gone down today in his farm early this morning by Fulani herdsmen. So I traveled to my village this morning, and this is what I find out. There are two. Very soon, I will strong to get to the second person. So Nigeria terrorists gunned him down in his farm early this morning. So, children of God, Biafrans, you can see what we are passing through in our land. You are watching this video from Iga community, live and direct. Ụmụ Chineke, ihe a bụ ihe anyị hụrụ n'ụtụtụ a. Ihe a bụ ihe anyị hụrụ n'ụtụtụ a. So, ndị jere ugbo, ụmụnna anyị jere ugbo ebe ha na-akọ ọrụ, ndị herdsmen kworo egbe jekwuru ha wee gbagbuo 2 persons. So the second person very soon ga-erukwa ebe ọ nọ. So unu nwee ike hụ the video. Thank you all, dear friends. Community, you can direct.
Some of the videos are not playing.
Direct from the community. So this video you are watching is from the community. I traveled to there this morning. So immediately I arrived there, I have a call that Fulani herdsmen and 2 persons down his farm.
Some of the videos are not playing, and I don't know why they are not playing. So all right, but that is by the way. So you see the reason why for a very long time there has never been any report like this from Biafra land, not in Enugu. But you know, you can't see those fighting Simon Ekpa, fighting ESN, releasing names here and there. You can't see them do anything. Do you? No, you can't. You can't see any of them do anything. Some community will even come and start saying, oh, you know, because some of them, you know, thinking that P2B is coming, so Nigeria is coming, and they will tell you, oh, we don't need security here. But when it happens, those people that parade themselves, they don't need your security, they don't need ESN, they don't need this one, that one. You will not see them. They'll be the one making videos, calling Simon Ekpa. Some communities today will tell you ESN is this, ESN is that. When they know the people that are doing bad things has nothing to do with ESN. They will cook up all manner of stories. ESN this, ESN that. And ask them, before the formation of the Eastern Security Network, were there not criminals in Biafra land? Are there not criminals in other parts of Nigeria? Are people not being kidnapped even before I joined Biafra struggle? But of course, every petty crime, they put it in ESN in order to give it a bad name. But that is not going to move us. Look at the people who have been slaughtered today. Go to Jos, go to Kaduna, go to Benue. Everywhere in Nigeria, people are being slaughtered. Today alone, many news coming out from Nigeria. 50 killed, 100 killed, 80 killed, here and there. In Biafra, they sneak and come and go. And after this kind of atrocities against our people, you can't hear it from any politician. The people that you voted, you can't hear it from them. Those who tell you Simon Ekpa is doing, you can't hear it from them. You can't hear it from Okwadike. You cannot hear it from the president of Ohaneze Ndigbo, Iwanyanwu. You can't hear it. I am telling you, they can never ever talk about it. Because it is against those. If they talk, it is against those who gave them power to become where they are today. And they will be hunting them to kill. So, I want to inform Biafrans that on the 29th of this month, you are going to participate in the voting. The voting is going to be online. I know that we may not have space to take everybody, but at least I believe that our Zoom can take up to 1,000 people. Our Zoom can take up to 1,000. So we're expecting every one of you that are watching anywhere on social media. You don't need to come and show your face. You don't need to come with video. Just come to the Zoom and register your presence and be part of this history. Not like what we did last year, in February 28, when we chased the criminals away. We told you that we are voting, giving the vote of no confidence, of which after it is spiritual, you can never ever hear of them again. Today, what is happening? Some of you should understand that this Biafra struggle is something that you can never understand. Today, what is happening? Are they still part of us? The answer is no. Are they still writing counter statement and press release? The answer is no. Are they still making noise? The answer is no. They are fighting each other. Go to South Africa, they are fighting each other, trying to shoot each other on the leg. Because God has scattered them. Now we are moving forward. It is going to happen to the politicians from Biafra land. Believe me, after 29, we are going to cast spell on them. And after that, it can never remain the same. Things can never remain the same with Ojo Zokalo and Fulani cabals. He will be captured, he will be arrested, he will be thrown into prison. I am telling you the fact. After 29th, a lot of these politicians will begin to have problems. And they will disappear, and you will never hear of them again. And Biafra will be restored and liberated. I want to thank you very much for believing in what we are doing. I want people to understand that our main priority continues to be the demand of the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and of course, for the restoration of Biafra and the liberation of Biafra. This month is going to be a historic month, like I said. And you know, a lot of history is taking place. A lot is happening. A lot is happening. I want you people to understand that those who are in the highest position in powerful countries are taking notice of what the Biafra Liberation Movement is doing. From the United States, from Israel, even from Russia. They are taking note of what the Biafra Liberation Movement is doing. And let me tell you, what the Biafra Republic government in Exile have done so far, no country that has their government in exile that has achieved the feat that the Biafra Republic government in exile has achieved within a short period of time. I stand to be corrected, and I challenge anybody anywhere in the world to show me other government in exile that have done what we have done within a short period of time. No. And they succeeded and they got their freedom. Today, the activities of the Biafra Republic government in exile is attracting high-profile individuals, even from the White House. So if you are not thinking, then it means that you have a problem. I have a problem. I can never be a problem. All we need from you is your support. Financial support, spiritual support, physical support. Do something when we ask you to do it, and be loyal. That's all. There is nothing else that is needed. Allow the spirit that is piloting this affair, this liberation, to pilot it. Don't continue to constitute nuisance. You have been constituting nuisance for 2 years and nothing is happening, and you cannot continue to do the same thing all over every day, the same thing without any result. Some people came out, they say all they want to do is to see Simon Ekpa go down. Now once Simon Ekpa go down, every other person that follows him go down. That is the mentality of those Nigerians who thought that when they kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, everything goes down. They failed. And I wonder when they are going to learn. You think that if you bring Simon Ekpa down, every other person that follows him will go down. What will you gain for doing that? And you continue to say you are fighting for Biafra. Nobody is going to be permanent in this particular liberation until Biafra come. You may be part of us today and tomorrow you are out without knowing it. So everybody must be very careful what you do in this movement. I am telling you the fact. You must be very, very, very careful what you do. When instruction is not given to you, don't carry it out. When instruction is given to you, you carry it with everything in you. When there is something and I didn't give you instruction or give you go ahead, you go and do it with a motive that you are fighting somebody. You are kicking yourself out of this movement. You are one step out. Just one step. And you will not know when you are going to finally kick yourself out of the movement. I told them, I will be your end in Biafra struggle. I don't need to ask you what is happening today. Have I not been their end? I also told you, I will be somebody that God will use to end Nigeria. Today, Nigeria have not ended. But are you not seeing it? We have been able to succeed in putting Nigeria in a very tight corner. Everybody is now like this, looking for who to swallow after the 29th of May. It is the Biafra Liberation Movement that brings the confusion that you see today. And we have not even done anything yet. We are not going to stop until our main target is to see Nigeria go down to ashes for our freedom to come. They have committed genocide against our people, and nobody has been tried in Nigeria. And we are not going to fold our arms and see the repeat of Afghanistan to repeat itself again. Do not look at me as a gentleman. I've told you before, when I started this journey, if you look at this face, you'll be deceived. Before you attack me, you must go to your oracles and ask questions. I am telling you the fact. So we are now in a very different phase of the Biafra liberation, that we are not going to take any nonsense from anyone. And we are not going to condone any distraction from anywhere. Listen to instruction and follow it. Listen to directives and follow it. So you don't say, had I known. Because once we kick you out, believe me, the highest thing you can do is you go out to the social media, put up a page, and you begin to make broadcasts. 1 week, 2 weeks, you are gone. Those people that were making broadcasts, where are they today? All of them, where are they? They will still come and do shiki. The one that every time they post Simon Ekpa, this is a criminal, this and that. Where are they today? If they decide to come out again after this night broadcast, because I am mentioning them, they are still not going to last 1 week. You can't. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, you can never destroy this movement. There is nothing you can do for you to succeed in destroying this. We have gone too far. So the highest you can do is to make noise. After 1 week, you are gone. I'm telling you.
Let us go talk about the objective of your struggle and how do you intend to achieve it in practical terms?
In practical terms, it is civil disobedience. The same way that Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. accomplished civil rights in America, the same way that Mahatma Gandhi led India to independence out of British colonial rule, the same principles we are applying, and might I add, very successfully too. We will do everything possible to unravel and unshackle the zoo called Nigeria. Everything humanly possible. No stone will be left unturned.
I prayed to God Almighty in heaven. I was in Jerusalem. And I said, I cannot see anything around me. Do not say to me, he said the time hasn't come. When the time comes, I will send people to you. And the whole world will shake. In the end, mankind will bow. You will go to this war with nothing. But I will prove to you that I'm God. After this, Biafra will worship God forever and ever. I prayed to God Almighty in heaven. I was in Jerusalem. And I will send people to you, and the whole world will shake. In the end, mankind will bow. You will go to this war with nothing, but I will prove to you that I'm God. After this, Biafra will worship God forever and ever. I prayed to God Almighty in heaven. I was in Jerusalem. And I said, I cannot see anything around me. Do not say to me, he said the time hasn't come. When the time comes, I will send people to you, and the whole world will shake. In the end, mankind will bow. You will go to this war with nothing, but I will prove to you that I'm God. After this, Biafra will worship God forever and ever.
May God bless you. May God bless Mazinam Dekano. May God bless the Eastern Security Network. May God bless our Biafra Liberation Army. May God bless the government of Biafra Republic in exile. May God bless all of you. May God bless Umada and her husband. May God bless the media team. May God bless every one of you. And I want to make it public this evening that the advisory committee has been dissolved yesterday. And a new committee is coming up. The recruitment department is also hereby dissolved. And by as soon as possible, those who will be working in a different department will be announced, and your name will be, you will be communicated privately. So nobody within this particular liberation of Biafra will contact you anywhere, anytime in the name of the Biafra Advisory Committee. Nobody will contact you going forward in the name of representative from the recruitment department of the Biafra people. these two departments or these two committee, not the department, has been dissolved and they remain dissolved until you hear a new name and a new committee that will be set up very soon. Thank you very much. May God bless you.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important. That we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important. That we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
Okay, ụmụ Chineke, ndewo.
Ndewo, you don't try.
My good night, oh.
Yeah, your friends, good night here.
Dear friends, good night. Una take care. See you tomorrow.
Kachifono.
Kachifono.